War nicht abgesprochen.
Ach so.
Wir waren schon draußen.
Ja, fast as bad as me.
Aber so können wir rauslaufen. Ja, spazieren.
Da war so viel drauf. Ich habe auf 10 Minuten gemacht. Also mein Auto.
So you've done also something like that in like this kind of mountain as well?
Not that long, but smaller ones.
I've only been to like amusement park where it's artificially made.
Moi. You really haven't played in the snow, huh?
Not really.
No? Turn.
Here, that's our village. At the village we go shopping.
Sky-Kisten, glaube ich.
이번 기말고사는 절대 너 자신을 믿지 마. 아는 문제도 의심하고 또 의심해. 만점 맞으려면 명심해. 그래야 해날 이길 수 있어.
Denkst du,
Contest so machen, lernen? Also wie die, ach so, Schüler.
Abitur ist einfach entspannt bei uns.
Abitur ist entspannt?
Nein, nicht das,
Compared to...
das Ende nicht. So das letzte Jahr natürlich. Aber verglichen mit Korea ist es entspannt, würde ich sagen. Also ich habe nicht bis 12 Uhr gelernt oder sowas.
Ich habe so gelernt, also 10 Jahre, ne, so, naja, so, dass ich halt bestehe.
Ja.
Und dann die 11. und 12. Klasse habe ich mir schon mehr Mühe gegeben, aber ich habe Prioritäten gesetzt.
Sonst hat man...
Moment,
Wir können ja
können wir zu Englisch.
Oh ja, okay.
Ja.
I had to switch schools. I don't know if I told you that before. But I went to school in Bolladingen from like 1st to 10th grade. And then in 11th and 12th class I had to go to Gammeltingen because we didn't have 11th and 12th class. So we had to switch the school.
What
We
happened?
didn't have that.
Oh, it's a picture.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh,
Was
where was
unintentional.
that? Oh, that looks so nice.
Yeah, in
Was
Korea,
expensive.
it's more awkward that I spend so much money.
But it looks good.
The one who took the pictures, she told me to look surprised, and I wasn't very natural in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And I just opened my mouth, like, and she always said like, "Oh, great," and I was like, "I don't think that looked great," but yeah, whatever. When I saw the pictures, I thought, "Oh my god." I really just stood there with open mouth when
But
she
that
said,
looks very nice.
I read somewhere that there was a survey to high school students and like they asked like what is the first word comes up in my mind if you think of high schools to many students in the world, and from Koreans they said it was a war, and Germans said, guess what was it?
Nostalgic, I don't know, something like that.
Nostalgic. And
"Yeah, I will also." I remember it positively, very positively. I was hanging out with friends all day, had fun,
you drank.
From me.
and I drank a lot during that time.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Last
word
2
was
years, yeah.
festival.
Okay, I wouldn't
That's
say
not-
that, but
Yeah.
Festival is a bit too much.
yeah,
I mean-
I mean it
wouldn't-
depends because I mean school is so long. It depends on what year you think of.
Like the last year, and especially like let's say the last week maybe was a festival, because you
Yeah,
basically
maybe.
after you're done, you go
Yeah,
drinking
of course.
heavily.
We even drink like on school ground.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
And
with
celebrate
loud
on school
music
grounds.
and so on. So there was always that one day where all other students were annoyed and jealous. We even have something called Abi-Scherz. So
Yeah.
Abi is Abitur and Scherz is joke, where those who graduate after the exams, for example, they go in school at night and put all the chairs and tables, build everything in one corner, so when other students come, they first have to build back
Oh,
the
wow.
classroom.
Okay.
Ja,
Foto muss sein.
Vorsicht, das
Wow. Advertisement.
Wow.
Nicht so scharf.
ich schwitze.
Because usually my school started at 7:45 and then later on in Gammating it was 7:40 or 7:35 I think.
So the classes start at...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's really early.
So at 8:30
That was our first. In high school, it can start earlier, then we called it zero class, kind of. But that was just like us studying ourselves, usually.
we don't study for ourselves.
Not until Abitur.
Yeah. Like 10 and then the bigger break, like the 20-minute break began.
And there you had to go out, no matter which weather. We were
Really?
only 10th in middle school at least. 5th to 9th grade, they had to go on the yard. Teachers checked actually in our school. I don't know if
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
And what do you
Yeah,
have to
if
do?
they hear
Play,
noises.
just play that you're getting fresh air, that you don't just sit.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we didn't have any big break in high school. I remember there was something like that in elementary school, like 20 minutes break. They played like something small. I don't know how to call it. Like a small stretching thing, and we all had to do it like that. And also we had milk in that break. So those responsible students also had to bring the milk and everyone had to drink it.
For me, that's also so
Of course,
interesting.
we
That's
pay.
that's so cool though.
Like, I mean, that milk thing. Like,
Why do
there,
you drink milk?
yeah, there's.
I guess we thought that for children milk is the best.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, that's responsibility of your parents to give you. Like in the school, it was like if you don't have food, no one's gonna like care.
Yeah,
Oh.
There
The
was a-
teachers won't care.
there was a real bakery that always came in the big break
Mm.
and sold for 20 minutes.
With like
food.
a
Yeah,
cart?
kind of. They built
Oh.
something small, and you could buy something there for relatively cheap prices. Actually,
We had a small convenience store in the school sometimes. Yeah, those, they don't have very good ones. I didn't go there usually.
I
I
often
had
went
to
to
go-
the bakery.
Yeah, me too.
At some point, I was old enough, and my mother said, like,
Here,
you
no.
make something or you don't have something. And I was always, I don't need anything.
But-
and then I was so hungry
But
that I
don't
had to.
don't schools give food?
For free?
Lunch. Not for free. We don't give.
Yeah,
lunch,
Lunch,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But
So-
no one went there. It was horrible in my school.
Actually, in my school in Bollading, we didn't have like a place where you can have lunch up until I was like in 9th grade or something, and then they built something. But before we didn't have anything for lunch. You had to go home to buy something or like go to wherever in Bollading. But it was your responsibility.
But we also have not every day we have it. I had like twice a week. I had school in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. For the
We had
school
like a
was it?
kiosk, so they sold like it was actually really tasty, but not like real meals, but rather like fladenbrot, you know, that kebab bread filled with stuff in a panini grill, salad, yogurt stuff, but not like a real canteen to sit and eat.
In Gammating we had a real canteen.
Yeah, but VG was like that.
Korean ones are often like those canteens. Yeah, so we all go down to have a meal. And in high schools, you know, we have to stay at school until like 9 or even 11, right? So we have meals twice at schools.
Makes sense. Yeah.
The funny thing is like we have it like once or twice a week in the afternoon.
Yeah,
And
even
you
in high
have it-
school.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, we are so hungry, and right before the meal time, everyone is like ready like this. When as soon as the bell rings, they just all the way down to the canteen.
We also did that. Like, we
You
weren't
wanted
like
to be
ready,
first.
but we like looked at the clock. Okay,
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then like 2 minutes, and then you already start packing up. Sometimes we would go to the A-center. Like we would go off school grounds, go to the A-center, buy something like really small.
I think we were not allowed to go out.
I don't know if they just didn't care because we were grown enough, or if we like weren't allowed to actually.
Not during school time. During lunch break, we were allowed to leave the area. I mean, we had to if we didn't want, like, for example, for me, I didn't like the canteen food. So my go-to meal was kebab.
But don't you pay in advance for the meals?
No,
You
you pay on you
there.
get the
Ah.
Our meals were like €2 in the canteen.
yeah €2.
Usually,
€2.50 I think.
we will have to leave soon
Yeah.
because I was kind of spät.
What time is it now?
It's 7, almost 7.
But do they like stop you
Yeah.
in the middle of the street? Like,
I heard
Oh,
that they
sometimes
really like
oh.
checked all mainstream and really thoroughly. So after
Well,
there's
here
But I
line,
think they would be nice and say, yeah, okay, up until 15 minutes later or something.
yeah, and it depends on how you react to them.
Yeah. Oh, I need my phone. I'm from the Schwäbische Alb. I know Morse now.
Yeah.
Also, ciao.
Ciao.